Hello and welcome back to the Edessa series Let's Play. So last time around we successfully managed to finally land on Minmus and come back successfully without blowing anything up and without needing to be rescued on the way back. So since then, that is as soon as we returned, we were able to process our data, and we now have 742 units of science. This is really cool stuff. It looks like we have some messages. So we have achieved a bunch of milestones. So we've landed on the surface of Minmus for 35,000. Walked on the surface of Minmus for 14,000. Planted a flag on Minmus for 14,000. Returned home from the surface of Minmus for 35,000. Returned home from a flyby of Minmus as well for 29,000. And we've returned home from the orbit of Minmus for 28,000. So this is all good stuff. We now have quite a bit of more credits to play with. But first thing I want to do is I'm going to see if we can unlock that lab. So advanced exploration is the node we want to unlock, and that's going to cost 160 units. But first we have to open up space exploration for 90, and then unlock that. Okay, so this now gives us the lab, and the lab should be able to generate quite a bit more science for us. Now, the lab itself weighs 3.5 tons, so it is, and it's also a wider form factor. So we need to unlock some bigger rockets in order to put it into orbit. Just having a look here, how much is that going to cost? So we have heavier rocketry. Yeah, we're definitely going to need that. And we have advanced fuel systems, which is just basically different fuel tanks, including the big jumbo 64 tank. So we want that as well. And we're not going to be able to unlock nuclear propulsion yet, but that does not matter. We can do that later. Large volume containment, so those are even larger tanks still. We don't need that just yet. Specialized construction, what do we have here? This will give us the Clampatron docking port, which is just your regular variety docking port that we tend to use a whole lot. Do we want to unlock that? Or do we want to unlock the claw? That's the question. Doesn't really matter. I mean, once we have unlocked the docking port, then we can, and you know, we now have our lab. Once we've constructed a space station, it's going to generate enough science to unlock most of these for us here. Okay, and just making sure that there's nothing else that we need in order to get ourselves into orbit. I don't think so. Ejectotrons, yeah, they're useful, but no, we'll do without them. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna unlock the docking port, and it looks like, I think I spy with my eye. There we go. The construction port. Now these are really cool. They come from a mod called Construction, and what happens is if you dock two of these together, you can then right click on them and hit weld, and they will disappear in a puff of smoke, and the two joined components will become welded together. This is really cool for building stations without having all these unsightly docking ports. So yes, we will definitely have that. And now we can begin constructing our first space station. Okay, so we don't really need the Lunar Explorer, the Comms Delivery Craft anymore, because those are useful, and they'll definitely keep being useful for delivering Kerbals to places, but they're just too small to put a space station into orbit, particularly one with a lab in it. So what we'll do is we're going to create a lifter. So let's have a look. So a lifter rocket is just basically a cargo rocket that you can just attach things onto its nose as a payload, and you can just reuse it for various different things. A good lifter is critical for generating large-scale orbital construction. So what I might do is I'll just start us off with a basic sort of heavy lifter. Just having a look at which drone core to use. So this one gives us stability assist prograde retrograde, and this one just gives us stability assist. Okay, so the hex is the one we want. Okay, so there's that. Next, we want to have some heavy duty torque. And it looks like we only have the small reaction wheels. Well, that's less than ideal, but that's alright. We'll go with that. I want to put that inside a larger engine blade. I want to put that inside a sort of container of some sort. Because yeah, this thing's not going to carry a lot of load. Let's have a look. Service modules, service bay, junior cargo bay. Can we do that? I don't know. We'll take that away. Let's attach some fuel tanks to it. So this is our Rockomax Jumbo, otherwise known as the orange tank. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really like the new color scheme. I prefer it to be just a good old-fashioned orange tank. Okay. Let's see what we have for engines. So we have the Cheetah liquid engine. So apparently it's got 54 kilonewtons in atmosphere, 125 kilonewtons in space, which is atrocious. It has excellent ISP in vacuum, so it's definitely a good spaceborne engine, but it's not what we're after here. The Skipper liquid fuel engine, that is got some pretty good ISP and thrust. And we have the mainsail, which has amazing thrust, 150 kilonewtons in vacuum and 1,500 kilonewtons and 1,400 kilonewtons in atmosphere, which is amazing. Then we have the Wolfhound, which has absolutely atrocious atmospheric performance, but amazing spaceborne performance. And then we have the Poodle, which is a similar story. It's just quite a bit lighter than the Wolfhound, and it has a corresponding difference in thrust as well. So I don't know. Let's try the mainsail. So if I put that on, we have an immediate thrust to weight of 3.62, which is really good. And we have an immediate delta V of 4,300. Okay, so if we now duplicate this tank, and let's see what our thrust to weight drops to. So this drops our thrust to weight to 1.95. If I then do that again, that's our thrust to weight of 1.34 and a delta V of 5,573. Okay, this will definitely do for a first stage, or at least a center core. So now, if I put our science lab on top, like that, that doesn't drop our thrust to weight by a great deal, which is good. Okay, let me just close this up, like that. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna need a way to decouple, so I'm just gonna throw a decoupler in there. Now, let's see. Okay, I want to throw some batteries on there. Just give it a nice bit of electrical power. go. And next I want to give it the Kerbal Engineer. Like that. And last but not least, we'll give it that MechJeb core. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's gonna need some communication, so one of these. And gotta make sure not to deploy this one like we did last time. Okay, we have batteries. We really don't have much in terms of control wheels, which means this thing is not gonna maneuver very well. So let's see, do we have thrusters? Okay, we definitely have a nice lot of fuel. So one of these will do. Yep. Okay, that drops our thrust weight to 1.3, which is fine. I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of maneuvering thrusters in there, if I can just find them. I would have thought they would have been in command and control or in utility, but I don't see any. Let's see. Where are our maneuvering thrusters? Have we just simply not unlocked them yet? Yeah, we've actually not unlocked any maneuvering thrusters yet. Okay. Well, there goes that idea then. What should we do instead? Yeah, there's nothing else really to be done, so we just gotta throw as many of these inlines as we can, I suppose. Which kinda sucks. I mean, these are puny little control wheels, but I suppose it is better than nothing. Anyway. Now, we'll need a way to decouple, so we'll throw just a basic clampatron on there. Okay. And now we don't actually need to have them docked. We can use them as a decoupler like that. That will work, right? We'll need to add some struts in there just so it doesn't topple over, but that would work, right? So what else do we want to add on that? Let's see. So if we do that. No, we don't even need that. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's huge. Okay. That's even still bigger. Structural tube. Okay. That's pretty cool. You can actually choose the length of your structural tube, which is cool. So this thing weighs 75 kilograms, which is not a lot. So if I extend it to full length, it now weighs still 75 kilograms, which doesn't sound right to me. Okay. Yeah, no matter what, this tube weighs 75 kilograms, however long it is. Which seems to be a violation of the laws of physics. Anyway, get rid of that. Okay, so we want to be able to dock this thing to some kind of a core. So we'll do that. We'll throw a docking port at the end, and that'll be a construction docking port. There we go. So this way, once this docks, we can weld it on, and this will disappear, and we'll have the beginnings of a space station, right? Good, good. Okay, now this thing is going to need batteries, and a lot of batteries, so let's have a look at what we have unlocked thus far. We have some basic rechargeable battery packs, so this is 200 and this is 400, so we'll throw a bunch of these on here. Okay, good stuff. Gonna need a what do we need? Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need another probe core. That'll be a hex. You know what? We'll throw a docking port on there. There we go. Okay, and a control wheel. Like that. Hang on. Put that upside down like that. Okay, there we go. And some power. I want to be able to have retractable panels, so we'll use these. Let's see what they look like when they extended. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just move them out of the way of that ladder, so do that. There we go. Okay. Good, good, good. What else? We'll need an antenna. So a Caminotron or a relay. Yeah. Do we want the space station to be able to bounce the signal? I think we do. Yeah. So we'll throw that on there. This is a little bit frustrating. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. That will have to do. Okay, do we have any lighting? I have some illuminators, bunch of ladders. Yeah, I like that. So let's put some of these on there. There we go. So if we turn it on, we'll blink it. Okay, and we'll have 1 second on and 50 milliseconds on. Oops, no, I got that backwards. There we go. Nice. That's cool. And then we'll put a matching pair up here. But we'll offset it a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I'm not 100% happy with these relay antennae, but... yeah, I'm not really pleased with how they look. But you know what? It'll do. It'll do. I'll just throw some science on there just because. I mean, it is a science lab after all. Okay, and then one of these. Oh, okay. Do we want to put our Science Junior in between here? I wonder. Yeah, I'm not sure. May as well. How's that gonna look? That opens. Yeah, see, it starts to clip into the batteries, and I'm not really a big fan of that. Okay, I'll take that off. Put it on there. What if we put it here instead? Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Okay, I'll put a service bay up here. Oh no, that's not good. You know what? That'll do. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, let's strut it up. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's not clipping in too badly there. Okay, that's not as unsightly as I thought it might be, so let me just move this one out. There we go. Okay, let's strut it up. Now let's close it. Okay, build fairing, please. Oh, it's refusing to enclose. Oh, the struts are in the way. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. If that works. So build. Close fairing. There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, clamshell. Clamshell looks like this. Without clamshell, it still looks like that. Okay. Truss structure. No truss structure. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? That will do. Yep. Okay, now let us reinforce our center core. So what I'll do is I will clone that. And instead of 4 this time, I think I'll just put 2. And this side like that. We definitely don't need this. Okay. What's the matter? Oh, we've exceeded the maximum mass of our what exactly? Okay. I'm not sure what mass we've exceeded, but we've exceeded it. So let's just see. Okay. So we're gonna need to either upgrade our launch pad or our building. Either way, we'll get onto that in a minute. But first, let's try to asparagus this. So where is our decouplings? We want one of these, definitely. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so these will fire off. So let me just so this gives us a delta V of 5,000, which I'm not quite sure is enough. So let me just try to asparagus. Okay, that raises our delta V by over 2,000, so that raises it to 7,335. That should definitely be enough to get us in orbit. Now what I might do is, I'm just going to clone these, make it a 4-way, like that. So all 4 will fire, then we'll stage and stage. Okay. So we'll stage these first, then we'll stage these. Okay, so if these will stage first, we want them to unload into these. Right? And then we want these to unload into that. Okay, that gives us an asparagus total delta V of 8,563. So what we'll do is we'll fly up, we'll stage these two, then these two. Okay, that should work. Let's strut it up. There we go. Okay, let's put some nose cones on these. So where is our aeronautics? There we go. Lovely. Nice little tail fins. There we go. as far back as it will. There we go. And of course we are going to need those tail fins in the back. In the center core, that is. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see. Lovely. That is one very big, very expensive rocket. But it's got a delta V of 8,493, and that will get our space station. Definitely will get our space station up there. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're gonna need more power than this. So I'm just gonna throw these guys up here as well. There we go. And last of all, put one of these up there. I have no idea whether this will work, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun finding out. So let's put just some more struts. Come on. Nice lot of struts. Okay. And finally, we want to make sure it does not topple. So, these guys. There we go. Okay, I have no idea whether this is going to work, but this is one big rocket. Just move these over here. Okay, so checking our staging. I'm going to fire the main boosters, including the clamps. Then we'll stage 1, stage 2. And then we'll deploy fairing. I want to be able to detach that as well, so we'll put one of these, a decoupler, wrong decoupler, like that. Yes, there we go. Well, this will definitely go to space, I think, I hope. Okay, so let's give it a name. I'm gonna call it a heavy. Lifter 1. What's a good name? Atlas 1. Why not? This heavy lifter will deliver cargo to orbit. Good enough. Now let's find out what we need to upgrade so that we can actually launch this thing. So save this, get out of there. Okay, so this thing, if we upgrade that, it's about max parts. Okay. And this thing, if we upgrade that, there we go. So this will give us the unlimited size and unlimited weight. So let's do that. Back in here. Okay, how does that look? Show me. Good, no problems there. So command modules facing the wrong way, docking ports used as decouplers, and an empty crew cabin. I'm perfectly happy with that. Yeah, I don't want to take any crew with us. We'll deliver the crew once it's in place. Okay. Save that, and let's see if it even flies. I want to move that over here. There we go. There we go. I'm really not confident with this one, but there's nothing else to it really. Well, it has survived the first test. It hasn't toppled over. Okay. Good. Good. So I'm just going to try my flight stick. Yes, my flight stick works. Good. Engaging SAS. Okay, one thing I would have liked to do is I would have liked to have had it rotated so it's facing downward, down that way, but that's fine. Okay, let's throttle up and see what this thing does. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have liftoff. So far, so good. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it straight up like this for a while until it gets through the thicker parts of the atmosphere. At least I'm gonna try unless it starts to drift. Doing well, 1.5 kilometers up, 100 meters per second. Thrust to weight is 1.5. Three kilometers, 160 meters per second. Thrust to weight 1.6. Okay, I think it's time to start tilting over. Five kilometers up. First stage is almost exhausted. First stage, asparagus. Lovely. Leaning over hard now, 17 kilometers altitude. Kilometers altitude. Doing well. 24 kilometers. 600 meters per second. 24 degrees pitch. Thrust to weight is 1.99. Thrust to weight is 2. Okay, that is looking good. doing well. Apoapsis approaching 60 kilometers. We are at 46 kilometers altitude, 1,900 meters per second. Okay, second stage asparagus. Wow, we have actually managed to make it to space before staging our second lot of asparagus. This is good. Okay, I might just push it out a little bit more, just to expend that last bit of that second asparagus. Okay, that is the second stage asparagus, decoupling now. Beautiful, look at that. And we are away. We can now stage our fairing, so we'll do that now. And of course we will jettison our nose cone. Beautiful. According to this, we can run our materials bay. The microgravity has greatly affected the growth of crystalline structures. Loose objects are also flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating way. Lovely. Now, for some reason, we can't transmit this to the science lab at the moment, so we'll just hold on to it. Let's perform all science, in fact. Okay, so we'll hold on to that. Hold on to that, I suppose. I'm surprised that we're not able to actually transfer this to the science lab. It's possible that the science lab has to have crew in it. I'm not sure. So just making sure, because all of our science is getting transferred to a particular module. I just want to have a look at what module that is. Okay, so it's all been transferred to the science lab, which is perfect. Now we'll deploy our solar panels. And we'll deploy our antennae. Lovely. Okay, so we have 9 minutes to apoapsis. So we'll just fast forward to that. Okay, now we could be fast forwarding through time warp, but what I'm doing is I'm using physics warp, simply because this thing is going to be really hard to maneuver into place if we do that. It's just taking too long, so I'm going to do this. Okay, let's see how it behaves. Yeah, it is very, very sluggish. Okay. Alright, so we'll attempt to circularize now. Okay, that is now an orbit. Try to fast forward to the apoapsis and then circularize proper. Okay, that is near enough. Yeah, we still have most of our fuel, and we have a delta V of 4,675 meters per second, which is amazing. Okay, it looks like our lifter is incredible. We've managed to go straight into orbit and deliver all of this with no problems. So I'm just going to refrain from undocking from it at the moment. We're going to try to rendezvous up here with some crew modules, etc. And then we may as well just go exploring, simply because we have that much fuel on us. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's go back to our space center and see what else we can do to expand our explorer vessel. So let's see here. Now we won't need the heavy lifter to carry our crew up there, so Atlas can just stay as it is. Let's have a look. So where is our crew? So comms delivery. So Moonlander, was it? Which one is ours? So this one was 20 days ago. This one was a long time ago. This might be it. Lunar Explorer. Okay. Yes, definitely. Yep, this definitely looks like it. So we can now modify this craft to be our crew delivery vehicle. Okay. So we won't need fuel, so we don't need any of this. Let me just, what can we do? So I'll just bind this. Hang on. No, don't do that. Okay. No, that was not supposed to happen. Okay. Now let's reroute from here to here. Okay. we will not need any of this. Let's reroute again to up here. Okay, we'll put a service module up here. We'll put a X. Oh, wrong way. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Well, it just wants to dock. It just wants to latch onto that top bit, so just let it do that. Okay, and again, we'll need our Kerbal Engineer. And of course, our MIG chip. Okay. Good. Okay. And we will need some reaction wheels. So we'll need another service module and some reaction wheels. Okay, and of course batteries. Batteries. Okay, that is huge. Will that fit? That will not fit. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we'll close that up. Okay, and of course an antenna. Do not need that many antennae. Okay. And now the high gain antenna works well as a relay, so we will throw that one on there as well. Okay, maybe not. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. Now, I will need, let's see, do you know? Are these? And next we want to have a docking port. Like that. Good. Okay. So that will deliver whatever we put on top. Okay. Now let's put together our crew module. So we will use, let's see, we will use the construction docking ports. Next, we'll have structural fuselages, like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'll try to line these up. There we go. Lovely. There we have a cross section. Beautiful. May as well have 2 of those. Okay. Well, this will definitely do, but I wonder if I'm being too greedy if I say I want to deliver some more. In fact, since these 2 are already docked, we don't really need these 2. So we'll take that away. There we go. Now, of course, docking these is going to be a challenge because we still don't have any maneuvering jets. Okay. So what we might do is we might just dock this one. I think. Yeah, we'll just dock this one nose to nose. And then undock this. Right? And then the next thing we deliver will be a crew module. I think so. Okay, let's do that. Let's give this thing a nose cone. Go. So let's have a look. So this thing should undock last. Like that. So engines, asparagus, coupler. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. Definitely no crew. Good. No troubles from the engineer. Charge stored but not generated. Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, we definitely do need power. Okay. That'll do. Now I'm just wondering what we want to do here. Do we want to have these as docking ports, or do we want to use them for construction? Well, the good thing is we can use them as docking ports, but the thing is they can't really dock with these ones, I don't think. I'd also want to rotate them. I can just find the right button. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm wondering whether these should be construction docking ports. I'm happy with these two to be, because we'll use those to weld, but I'm not sure if we want to use these to weld. It's a tricky one. You know what? I don't know. We don't really need to weld them, so we'll get rid of them. Come on, which one is it? There we go. Okay. Okay, so they're all facing up, or the right way at least. There we go. Okay, and last, yeah, I think I am going to include a crew module with this, just being silly. So get rid of that. Crew module. Oh. It's got to be in here somewhere. There we go. So this is in utility. There we go. And of course, gonna need a cockpit. Okay. Oh, come on. Let's throw a battery on that. Okay. That will do. I think that will do. So we'll have a crew compartment, and we'll have the science module behind. And we'll have some docking ports either side so that we can dock to it. And we'll have a docking port, a small docking port in the nose, so we can dock to it that way as well. Just gonna rotate that. There we go. We'll empty that. Okay, good. So let's add some struts. Oh, okay. Okay, that doesn't work. How about from here? Oh. Why is it refusing to work? No, okay. Maybe if we go from up here. Okay, that works. Okay. Okay, that will have to do. I'm not 100% on why this has happened. Off with them. Okay. That'll do. That's plenty. Okay. Let's put some crew on this and take off. So, we'll take Bill with us. And Bob. So Bill will get some XP and Bob will come with us to man the science station. And we will need a pilot. So, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Valentino. Good enough. Okay, just quickly double checking our staging. So we have main booster rockets. Yep. Good enough. Save that. I don't know why I just saved that to Lunar Explorer. Right here. This is gonna be crew delivery. Save that. Let's go. Okay. Throttling right up. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so far so good. Oh dear, it's a little bit wobbly. It's quite wobbly. Okay. Okay, we're doing well. By playing around with the SAS, by turning it off at the right time, we seem to have gotten some semblance of stability. First stage is almost expended. Okay. Staging asparagus. And we are away. Not as shallow a takeoff as I'd like, but it will do. Okay, we're in space, deploying antennae and solar panels. Okay, attempting circularization burn now. Okay, I'm not liking how we're doing here. We should be way higher than this by now. I don't want to lose this crew. Come on. Come on. "24 seconds from re-entry. Come on, we can do this." Okay, that's the center core expended. 14 seconds from re-entry. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, thank goodness. Looks like we're just gonna miss the atmosphere. What on earth happened? We just went way too steep. Must have been. Well, it looks like in our panic we created quite the high apoapsis on the far side of the planet, but at least we won't be re-entering the atmosphere. Oh my goodness, that was close. Okay. I want to try to do an intercept, but it looks like we're quite out of phase. Okay, let's try to circularize here so we can then try to plot an intercept. Okay. Now let's try to intercept. Oh, very nice. Let's do that. Okay. You have 2 minutes 30 seconds to burn. One minute to go. 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. So 2.8 kilometers closest. Okay. And now we just got to fine tune it to get that under 1 kilometer, ideally. Let's try that. I'm just turning to prograde again because burning to retrograde has increased that from 2.8 to 2.9. There we go. Oh, okay. So that's increased it back again. Now we'll burn a retrograde again. I think the closest we got was 1.7 maybe. So let's attempt that. One point five will do. I will definitely live with 1.5. So let's warp here. We're coming in to dock with our Atlas. That's us here. Okay, 5 minutes to intercept. We'll switch from surface to target and turn retrograde. Five minutes to intercept. Two minutes to intercept. Minute 30. 30 seconds. We're getting nice and close now. 4 kilometers distance. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Ignition engine. Relative velocity 75 meters per second and dropping. Relative velocity 25 meters per second. 2 meters per second. Okay. Let's turn towards the target and see if we can close that distance. This is still going to be tricky without maneuvering jets. But we have done this before. So we're going to attempt to do it again. Okay, 7.4 meters per second. And we are flying straight towards our target. Okay, approaching target. 45 seconds to intercept. Thirty seconds. $200 meters. 20 seconds. 80 meters away. Just gonna close that distance a little bit more. $70 meters. Okay, I think that's close enough. $50 meters, getting too close to comfort there. Okay, that will do. Okay, with this thing successfully delivered, we can now decouple from it and then add some distance. So decouple and control from here. And the autonomous stage will now remain as a satellite until we need it again. Set that as target, and we'll control from here. Okay, well, let's rotate very, very, very slowly. And for this, we're using our docking port alignment indicator, which is a mod, and it is a very, very useful mod as well. Come on. Come on. Man, this thing is so very sluggish. Okay, I think I've got our velocity vector on it now. We just have to line it up. Okay, nearly there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Almost there, almost there. Holding my breath at the moment. Come on. Oh, come on. Looks like we're gonna miss it. Okay, saved by the magnet. What's going on? Come on. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, well that is frustrating. Okay, well, let's give this another crack. This is exceedingly difficult to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some distance between us. Come on. Okay. Nearly there, come on. $50 meters. $47 meters. Okay, let's rotate towards that target. Looks like we're gonna miss. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. We are docked. We are docked. We have successfully docked. So let's transfer some crew. So Bob, off you go. Let's have a look at our experiments. Yes, we are now able to start processing our science. So this single experiment, which usually would give us 12 lot of data, will provide 60 science in 30 days. 155 science in 24 days. 50 science in 17 days. 75 science in 17, 50 science in 16, and so on. So you can start to see why the lab is so useful. So let's have a look. We have 68 lots of data and no science. So we'll clean some experiments, which then allows us to reuse our materials bay and our mystery goo. Lovely. Okay, now, before we weld these, I'm just going to quick save because the Kraken doesn't really like it very much when we weld these together, so we'll just try to weld them and then quick load if it blows up. So, compress parts, or compress parts rotate. Let us attempt compress parts rotate. And that has worked. We have successfully welded. Very nice. There we go. Okay, might be able to get an EVA report. And when she boards, we might be able to add that data. There we go, that'll give us 50 data. Sorry, 50 science. We don't need this, or that, or that. Now, this is interesting. We won't be able to use it for science, but we will be able to transmit it home for 49%, so 12.3 science. Yeah, we may as well do that. We don't need the mystery goo. We have performed a crew transfer near Kerbin for a World Frost milestone. Very nice. Okay. We now have our lab underway. And that is, again, way over time, so we will have to rejoin our Kerbinauts in the next episode. With 4.4 thousand meters per second delta V, I think we'll be able to go quite a long way in exploring and gathering science. So, we're just going to go back to our Kerbal Space Center. And that will definitely do for this episode. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.